All right, let's consider some important concepts about matter. Now, I'm going to list out some concepts about matter, which are always confusing to students. Over the years, in my year of teaching chemistry, I have come to realize that students always find the following concepts. They always find it confusing. When they ask them this, they will talk about that. When they ask them that, they will say this, which is always confusing. Now, here are the list of some of those concepts, even though some of them are not really confusing, they are clear. But from this video, you will understand the ones that students always get confused about. Now, here is the list of those important concepts. The first one is definition of matter. The second one is properties of matter. Then the third one is states of matter, changes that matter undergoes, classes of matter, and particles of matter. Now, in this video, I will just make some brief introduction to each one of them by form of listing. The one that require me to define, I will define. And the one that just need to list out, I will just list them out. Now, let us start with definition of matter. We know that matter is anything that has mass and occupy space. The definition has not changed. That's just it. So that's just it. It's as simple as that. But when we are talking of properties of matter at times students mistake it for states of matter, while some students mistake states of matter for classes of matter. So sometimes students mistake classes of matter for particles of matter. So all of these things need to be trashed out. We need to explain it so that students can be sure of what they learn. Now, properties of matter. What do you mean by properties? Like the characteristics or features of matter. So that is into two types. We have the physical properties and the chemical properties as displayed on the screen. Now, for states of matter, we have solid, liquid, and gas. Those are the states of matter. Anytime you are asked to list the states of matter, solid, liquid, and gas. Like I said initially, I said this class is just to look at everything briefly. We are not here to treat them as topics so that students will have to master this initially before they start learning it. So it's very, very important. So students are advised to memorize all of these things before they start learning each one of them. Now, for changes that matter undergoes, we have the physical change and the chemical change. Students are advised to master this before they start treating them. Now, classes of matter, we have element, compound, and mixture. Element, compound, and mixture. Now, moving on to particles of matter. Particles of matter are atom, molecule, and ions. Atom, molecules, and ions. Now, there are other things that also confuse students. If they ask students for classes of matter at times, they start mentioning metals, non-metals, and metalloid. Whereas those ones that you mentioned are just types of elements. So we can break it down again. So the types of elements when you are asked. So just mention metals, non-metals, and metalloid. Another thing that confuses students is the concept of proton, neutron, and electrons. Sometimes if students are asked, what are these atomic particles? Instead of mentioning atom, molecules, and ion, they will mention proton, neutron, and electron, and that is wrong. What proton, neutron, and electron are the subatomic particles. That is, they are found inside atoms. So it has to be clear to students that subatomic particles are proton, neutron, and electron. So if students can master everything the way we have it here first, it will become easy for them and they will not be making mistakes anytime they are asked about all of these things. So students need to memorize all of this according to the way we have it before they start learning about them one after the other. Thank you for watching this. God bless you.